In 1897, Amelia Earhart was born, and across the nation today is seen as a day to honor the aviation pioneer. Unfortunately, Earhart's disappearance has still never been solved, but the search for answers continues, including right here in Louisville. An oncologist at Norton Hospital has been using his skills to help solve this mystery. Our Brooke Hash has his theory.
Setting out on the most dangerous aeronautic feat ever attempted.
She was an aviation pioneer in the 1930s and most famous when she decided to become the first woman to fly around the world. But Amelia Earhart's dreams ended on July 2nd, 1937, when she and her navigator Fred Noonan disappeared off the map. A mystery still today, some 80 years later.
No one has been able to find any clear proof of what happened.
Dr. Renato LaRocca is a neuro-oncologist at Norton Cancer Institute, whose passion for history, airplanes, and the love of the South Pacific brought him to the very island where one U.S. group believes the famous duo landed and died days later.
This is our theory. This is not proof. But there is a lot of very, very, very interesting circumstantial evidence in that regard.
Last summer, he joined a team of archaeologists, researchers, and retired pilots on the island of Nikumaroro, about 300 miles south of the island Earhart was supposed to land on. The area, much like a lagoon, with a coral reef smooth enough for a landing.
It is actually very flat, very long, very wide, and at low tide, there's about an inch of water.
The group known as Tiger ventured throughout the area searching for bone fragments and plane debris. It's the same site where a British soldier found human bones back in 1940.
He writes, could this be Amelia Earhart?
The skeleton sent back for evaluation.
Those bones get lost.
Years later, a photo taken off the coast of the island shows some type of wreckage.
And it looks strikingly like an upside-down landing gear sticking out of the water.
And then you have Camp Zero, identified by previous expeditions.
There's an opening about as big as this room, in which you have piles of stones, 2 of them, that would be like seats, around a fire hearth of stones, and an oil drum.
It's where LaRocca believes Earhart may have set up camp before heading further south.
We believe this is her story. We do not know it.
Pieces to one of the world's greatest puzzles.
But it's diagnostic. It's, deductive reasoning.
It's the same approach he uses with patients here at home, hoping one day it'll prove just as successful in finding the missing pilot. In Louisville, Brooke Hash, WHAS 11 News.